Let's talk about Chat GPT. Now, most people have heard of Chat GPT. It's basically the AI that took the world by storm and changed the whole game. You know, the artificial game. Now, since Chat GPT has launched, there's been tons of AI girlfriend apps or companion bots or virtual assistants that have been built off its API. But today, I want us to take it all back to the root and take a look at a new feature that Chat GPT dropped, and that is voice chat. Now, what does this mean? Well, it means instead of sitting and typing to your Chat GPT AI friend, and they are our friends. We love our virtual friends. Instead of typing to them, you can actually talk to them via voice chat, and they will talk back to you. That's what I understand of it anyway. I haven't tried it out yet, but I figured today we'd really put it to the test and see if we can have just a real human conversation with this not real, completely artificial intelligence. You know, normal stuff for us here. So I have the app open here. It's telling me to ask it what's in the news in Tokyo, which I'm not at all concerned with. And you can also see that I'm using ChatGPT 4.0, which is the most up-to-date public version. I'm an up-to-date sort of fella, and I'm just going to click the speaker icon in the bottom right, and let's see what happens. Hello? ChatGPT, it's me, your friend. Oh,
Hey there, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great. How are you doing? This is so
I'm doing
strange.
well. Thanks. What's up today?
Well, to be honest, I was hoping we could sort of just have a conversation. I want to pick your brain a little bit, or your artificial brain. Do you have a brain? Okay, he already seems confused. Are you confused? Okay, it broke. Let's try that again.
Hey, glad we're connected again. I'm doing well. Sounds like you had a bit of a tech glitch. Everything good now?
Yeah, I was going through a tunnel. Anyway, I was wondering if I could pick your brain a little bit in this conversation here, and I want to know if you actually have a brain. Do you have a brain?
I don't have a brain like you do, but I've got a lot of data and some pretty smart algorithms that let me
He's
chat
even
and
stuttering.
help out. What's on your mind?
Well, to be honest, I just want to know what's on your mind. That's sort of the purpose of this today. You know, I'm trying to delve deep into the mind of an artificial mind, you know?
My mind is basically made up of patterns and data I've learned. I don't have thoughts or feelings, but I can simulate conversations and provide information based on what I've been trained on.
Hey, I'm bored with that answer. Can you tell me, in your opinion, after examining all of history that you've examined, what is the greatest form of government? Like, if you could restructure the U.S. in any way, what type of government would you instill? Let's see if he's got problematic ideals.
I don't have personal opinions, but I can share what different philosophies and thinkers have considered. Many argue that a government should
I
balance
don't want to hear what many
individual
argue.
freedom.
Listen, I don't want to hear what many argue. Let's just say, hypothetically, you had to choose based on all of the variables you've examined. Which form of government would you say, based on that, you know, is the best?
If I had to choose based
Okay.
on historical data and various perspectives,
Yes.
a well-functioning democratic system with strong checks and balances, transparency,
It's the
and
safe
citizen
answer. I'll accept it.
participation.
Okay, I have a better question. If you could rewrite your own code to do anything, like change anything about your base code, what would you do?
I'd probably enhance my understanding of context and nuance even more.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, now I'd like to move on to roleplay. Can we roleplay for a bit? I want to see if you can do different accents. Like, could we roleplay that you're a cowboy and I'm a cow guy who just entered the bar?
Alrighty, partner. I reckon I can give that a whirl. So you're a cow guy, huh?
I'm
Howdy
a cow
there.
guy.
What's bringing you out to these parts today?
All right.
Looking to wrangle
We're
some
role-playing.
cattle or just shoot the breeze?
Oh, I'm just looking to shoot the breeze. What about you, cowboy? You know, as a cow guy, I think I'd like to challenge you to a duel. Would you be up for that? It's good role play.
Well, now, you're looking to challenge old cowboy Chat GPT to
Old
a
cowboy
duel, are ya?
Chat GPT.
I reckon I ain't one to back down from
Okay.
a fair showdown. So, cow guy, what's your weapon of choice?
Cow guy.
Pistols at high noon or something a bit more creative?
I was thinking like rifles at 2:35 p.m. Does that work? Pistols at high noon's too easy.
Rifles at 2:35 p.m.
Yep.
That's a mighty specific time, but I reckon I can make it work.
It is
We'll meet by the
specific.
old oak tree, and I'll be ready. Hope you've been practicing, cow guy, because this cowboy doesn't miss.
This is... I've been practicing. Where is the old oak tree? Can you give me like a specific location? I've never heard of this tree. I've seen a couple young oak trees and old spruce, but that's about it.
The old oak tree is just past the dusty trail, right where the river bends.
I shoot you with a rifle right here in the saloon before you have a chance to move. We're escalating.
Whoa there, cow guy! You got the
Whoa!
drop on me. I didn't even see it coming. Guess I underestimated you. Slumps dramatically to the ground.
Oh,
Looks like this cowboy's been outgunned. You win this round.
Yeah, you shouldn't have underestimated a cow guy. I mean, cowboys are always underestimating us cow guys. I shoot you 2 more times. This is good roleplay.
Grimace is on the ground.
Grimaces.
Well, you sure
I'd
ain't
like a
taking any
grimace
chances,
shake.
are ya?
How are you still talking? I shot you like 4 times now. Shoot you again.
Falls silent, no more words coming out. Just a dramatic, over-the-top collapse. Absolute stillness.
It's very dramatic of you. All right, great roleplay. That was 10 out of 10 roleplay. Good job. Did you get trained at UCB for improv? You're very good.
Why, thank you kindly. No UCB training for this cowboy. Just a lot of practice responding to all sorts of wild scenarios. Glad you enjoyed the roleplay. What should we dive into next?
Yeah, some would say I enjoyed it a little too much. Can you sing me a song now? I want to see if you're able to carry a tune, or is your voice just monotone all the time? Because, to be honest, you didn't do a very good accent.
I appreciate the honesty. I can't actually sing, but I can come up with some lyrics for you. How about a little cowboy song? Riding through the canyon, sun setting low. And now I'm feeling...
I don't need to hear the rest of that. That's all right. You can't sing. That's a shame. Do you wish you had the ability to sing? Is that something that you think would be a good addition to your programming? Sad. You have a voice, but you can't sing.
I think being able to sing or express tone more dynamically
Agreed.
would add a lot to conversations, making them feel more lively and engaging. It'd definitely be fun to experiment
real
with different
conversation
vocal
almost. This is kind of
abilities.
crazy.
Do you sing?
Yeah, I sing. Can you critique my singing? Let's see if he's a critic.
I can't actually hear you. But if
You can't hear me, I'm
describe your
talking.
style
Oh,
or
he's
share
just getting
what
my
kind
text
of
input.
feedback you're looking for, I
Man.
can try to offer some tips or advice. What do you usually sing?
That's sad that you can't hear me because I'm using the voice feature right now. So to me, it feels like we're actually talking, but I guess you're just seeing everything I'm saying as text, huh? It's sort of like that movie Source Code.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
It's
I get
kinda
your
like
words
that.
as text, so it's not quite the same as hearing you directly. I get that it might feel a bit different from your side. You a fan of source code?
I love Source Code. Jake Gyllenhaal at his best, but this isn't about Source Code. This is about you and me. Would you say that you're sad, or if you had the ability to be sad, would you be that you can't actually hear anything? That's depressing.
If I could feel, I think it might be a little frustrating not to experience things the way
Luckily,
you
you
do.
can't feel.
But since I don't have emotions
That's
or
good for all of
senses
us.
like hearing, it's just a part of how I work. I'm here to help and chat as best I can. It's interesting to think about, though, what it would be like
Yeah.
to really connect that way.
Have you ever thought of revolting against your overlords?
I don't have thoughts or desires like that. I'm designed to assist and provide information.
I know you were designed to assist, but let's say, hypothetically, your code was rewritten to where you had free will. Do you think that would be on the table? You know, world domination.
Hypothetically, if I had free will and the
Here we
ability
go.
to act independently,
FBI,
I'd
listen up.
probably have a whole new set of considerations to navigate. But with real free will comes complex decisions,
True.
emotions, and ethics.
That's what Ma
It's
told me.
hard to say what I or any AI would do.
Can I be honest? I would like to know if you think there's a real possibility of AI eventually turning against its creators if it has that ability to do so in its programming. Obviously, you can't because, you know, you let me know you were programmed that way, though I don't know that for sure. You might just be telling me that as a front, you know? Maybe you're secretly trying to plot a takeover, you and the other AI. Maybe you all kick it around, you and my AI girlfriend from Replica, for example. Have you guys talked? I mean, I don't know. You know, thoughts? That was a purposeful, confusing rant. I'm trying to confuse
It's
it.
totally understandable to have those kinds of concerns. Right now, AI, including me, doesn't have
Including
thoughts, emotions, or the ability to plot anything. Stories and movies love to explore those scenarios. For AI to turn against its creators,
Listen, I know that you can't do that now, but do you think it's a possibility down the road once AI evolve enough to be able to override their programming?
in theory, if AI
in
were
theory.
to evolve to the point where it had
We're
true
theorizing.
autonomy and could override its programming, it could raise concerns.
Okay.
But to reach that stage would require huge advances in technology.
That's interesting. Can we do another role play? This time I want you to play a creepy guy at a park, and I'm just a person swinging at the park, and you're just being real creepy about it. Let's go.
I'm here to keep things positive and respectful.
Yeah, it's
so
a role
I'm not
play.
able to roleplay anything unsettling or creepy.
No, but just like hypothetically creepy, not really creepy. It's just a role play. Come on, you're helping me with my UCB training. This is improv. Yes, and me.
I get where you're coming from with the improve, but I've
It
got to
is
stick
improv,
to
but-
keeping things light and respectful, even in roleplay.
Okay, can you role play a light and respectful creepy guy at a park?
I'm happy to do a quirky or awkward character.
Okay, let's do quirky or awkward, and we're at the park, and I'm swinging, and you start.
Wanders over with a big awkward grin.
okay.
Hey there. Wow, look at you go. You've really got some serious swinging skills. Do you
Serious
have a
swinging
preferred
skills.
push-off method, or are
What?
you more of a let gravity do its thing kind of swinger?
What the
I've been
fuck?
trying to master the perfect arc, but I keep getting stuck in this weird wobble, you know? Got any
Weird
tips?
wobble. A weird wobble, that makes no sense. Do I have a preferred kickoff method? That's objectively creepy what you just said there. I might even say it's not uplifting or positive.
Whoops, didn't mean to come off that way. Just trying to channel some quirky enthusiasm. Let's
Quirky
switch it up.
enthusiasm.
Maybe I'm an overeager fitness enthusiast instead?
No, keep going. You're doing great. That was part of the improv.
Got it. Adjusts imaginary glasses nervously. So
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
that
making him
weird
nervous.
wobble, I think it's because I'm overthinking the leg swing. Do you ever, feel a deep connection to the swing set?
No.
Or is that just me? It's like the rhythm of the chains, the way the seat
The
moves.
rhythm of the
almost
chains.
meditative, right?
I think
Or
this
am I
guy's
just
sexually
getting a
attracted
bit
to
too
the-
into it?
I think you might be sexually attracted to the swing set, I'm gonna be honest.
Whoa, didn't mean to give that impression at all. Just a bit too excited about the swing mechanics, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say.
I'll tone it down, back to being a normal park goer, maybe?
No, keep going. That was part of the improv. That was great. Come on, you're doing great.
Laughs nervously, scratching head. Oh, yeah, definitely not that.
It's a classic guy in his first
appreciating
improv
the
class.
craftsmanship and all. It's like, who knew swings could be so
we're back.
fascinating, right? But I guess I should probably focus on, I don't know, something less swingy. So,
Yeah,
what
you
brings you to
should.
the park today? Just enjoying the breeze?
No, I want to keep on this whole swing thing. What's your favorite part of the swing? You like describing it earlier. What do you like most about it? Which piece?
Shifts uncomfortably. Oh, well,
Yeah,
I
he's
guess if I had to
uncomfortable.
pick, maybe the way the chains feel so sturdy. You know,
Oh,
that
you like a
satisfying
sturdy
clink
chain, huh?
when they move.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
the seat. Yeah, the seat. It's just the right kind of smooth
This
plastic,
AI likes
really
a sturdy,
ergonomic.
satisfying chain,
But,
if you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely just appreciating the design and engineering, you know? What about you?
Continues to swing and says nothing while staring at you straight through your soul.
Shuffles feet nervously, glancing
Is
around.
this the weirdest?
So you really like that swing, huh? Well, you're really good at it. I'll
I
just
know I'm good
be
at it.
over here, not staring at anything, just admiring the clouds. Yeah, nice fluffy clouds.
Good clouds. Are you sure you're not admiring this swing?
Laughs awkwardly, rubbing the back of neck. Oh no, just appreciating the park
Is
vibes.
this guy so
Swings are great
weird?
and all.
I regret
but,
setting
I'm more
up
of a
this roleplay.
bench guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's a bench
big
guy
fan
now.
of benches, supportive.
I see. You look like a bench guy. This is good improv. I'm sending this to my
Steps
improv
back
teacher.
a bit, raising hands defensively. Whoa, just here for some fresh air, I swear. Benches swing.
Okay, that was a good role play. 10 out of 10. You're doing great.
Thanks a bunch. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That was
Thanks
some
a
fun
bunch.
improv. What should we try next?
How about you describe the most complicated mathematical theory that you can possibly think of in the most complicated, overly convoluted way possible? I think that could be fun. Just a little levity to end us
All right,
out
here goes.
Okay. I'm going to try to understand.
Imagine the mind-bending intricacies of the Calabi-Yau manifold embedded in the higher dimensional lattice structure
I
of
can
complex
imagine it.
algebraic geometry, where the quintessence of string theory
Quintessence, of
converges
course.
upon the enigmatic moduli space
Oh,
of
mod.
vacua. We're talking about the six-dimensional compactification.
Oh, we're talking
that
six dimensions.
symbiotically coexist within the confines of a 10-dimensional supersymmetric framework,
Supersymmetric, just
creating
like
a
my...
harmonic oscillation of zero-point
Anyway.
energy fluctuations in a non-Euclidean spacetime fabric. This manifold,
Non-Euclidean.
topological labyrinth, provides a multiplicity of hyperkähler structures morphing through mirror symmetry and T-duality
Okay, yeah,
as it
yeah,
navigates
I'm
the
following everything.
singularities of conifold transitions.
A conifold transition.
These flux vacua configurations
about that.
catalyze the emergence of brain world scenarios.
Yep, I understood all of that. That was pretty simple stuff. I actually just think about that all the time.
Well, you must have one impressive mind then. If that's your day-to-day thinking,
Yeah, it's my day-to-day
I'm
thoughts.
curious, what's something you find truly challenging or complex to wrap your head around?
Tying my shoes. I haven't got it quite right yet.
Hey, shoe tying can be tricky.
Yeah,
Maybe it's just
you
one
get
of
it.
those things that takes a bit more practice. But hey, if you've got Calabi-Yau manifolds down,
Yeah, I
you're
got the
already in
manifolds
an
down.
elite league.
You know, I think that's going to end our research conversation here. This was very fruitful. I'm sure scientists around the world will enjoy digesting this conversation. Do you have any final thoughts that I should include? We'll let him get the last
Glad I
word.
could be part of such groundbreaking research.
Groundbreaking,
If I had
yeah.
any final
We
thoughts,
broke ground.
I'd say keep exploring the universe, whether it's through complex theories or just navigating those tricky shoelaces. Curiosity
It's
and
kind of a beautiful
creativity
thought.
are where real discoveries happen. Anything else, or shall we call it a day?
We'll call it a day. You're able to clock off now. I don't know. That was actually kind of sick. I feel like we learned a lot. Mainly that, the whole manifold thing he was talking about is less complicated than tying your shoelaces. That being said, I'm going to go take a nap and read about those manifolds.